Ken Starr knows. Former independent counsel joins us right now here in New York. So welcome back to the program.
Thank you, Stuart. Good to be with you.
What do you make of what Speaker Pelosi just said?
Oh, she's got the authority. She's got the power, but she better not use it. She's so right. It will be divisive. No, the House has broad authority under the Constitution, but it would be extraordinarily unwise based on the facts. First of all, no collusion. That is key. So there was no act of treason or quasi-treason. And now there's just quibbling about issues of, well, it's a power struggle between Congress and Bill Barr and the Justice Department. That's no basis for impeachment.
So you've read the report.
I have.
You've read the Mueller thing as much as you can possibly read of it. In that report, are there grounds for impeachment?
Not in my view. There are those who say, hey, look at all these obstructive acts. I respectfully disagree. First, we have the judgment of Bill Barr and the Justice Department that they do not amount to a crime. Were these actions wise by the president? No, but they weren't crimes as I see it. And if you don't have a crime, I think it's very odd to proceed down the grounds of impeachment. But especially, here's the key, Stuart. There is zero Republican support for impeachment unless there's a consensus within the country. I mean, a broad consensus, not unanimity, but a broad consensus that it needs to be done. Then it's an extremely unwise, and it's just bad for the country.
Nancy, Speaker Pelosi doesn't want to go down the impeachment road, but she's being pushed down it by her extreme left. So she's trying to get a middle ground here where you trash the president with endless investigations and all kinds of implications, but you don't actually try to impeach him because you can't. Is that roughly right?
As it stands now, yes. A lot of saber rattling, but no one's really firing their weapons yet. And the target right now is the Justice Department and Bill Barr. You know, that's the crossroads where the battle is being engaged. So we'll see but the invocation of executive privilege, which is the latest round from the executive branch, we may invoke executive privilege. Perfectly normal, ordinary. President Clinton did it. President Obama was keen on doing it. Oh, yes. I mean, executive privilege is as old as the Constitution itself.
I think we've got 20 months of endless investigations, lots of legalisms, lawyers peppering questions at various witnesses. I don't think the country likes it. Now, that's my opinion. That's my view of contemporary American politics. What do you say?
It's very easy to suffer from investigation fatigue.
Right.
I saw that back in the 1990s. We
yes, you did.
What?
Yes, you did.
I'm shocked that you agree with that. I thought you were stimulated by the entire thing. People just get tired of it.
Careful, Ken. We saw your report.
You did?
Yes, I did.
I don't think anyone read that report. But we've all been reading the Mueller report. And let me say this. There is so much detail, and I'm talking about book one. Let's leave obstructive acts aside. That's the tail that should not wag the dog. The key is, what did he find, Bob Mueller find, in book one? And at every turn, no collusion. It is a War and Peace. Very boring. I must say, my report was rather interesting.
Yes, it was.
It was.
Oh, you did read
it. You did read it. Shame on you. But here's the point. If there was no underlying crime, in contrast to President Clinton, with all due respect, perjury and obstruction of justice, we don't have that here. So please don't go down the road of impeachment. Whatever the politics are, it's just bad for the country. And happily, Speaker Pelosi said, yeah, it's divisive. So, well, don't go there. You're in charge.
Ken Starr, he knows what he's talking about, ladies and gentlemen. And we thank you very much for being on the show today.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you very much.